I'm just stopping in because I just want to give my 2 cents on this situation with Africa. Trump sending criminals to Africa, the African leaders. Okay, I know they trying to get on their feet. The leaders are trying to get on their feet. They're just coming out of this colonial mindset. They trying to. They behind, but they trying to. Okay, but in the meantime, I got to give my 2 cents, and I hope that many of y'all share my 2 cents, especially with some of the other YouTubers that are African diaspora YouTubers. Okay, we pushing for reparations. Okay, we pushing for reparations because they owe us. They owe us. And to disrespectfully dump criminals in Africa, I feel some kind of way. I do. Because if you're going to negotiate, especially after they just killed old boy off of the Cosby Show, okay, I have to tell y'all, we got our trauma. Africa got trauma, but North America's got trauma. And y'all know we got the worst of it. So y'all African leaders, I'm going to tell you now, if you negotiating, you negotiate to get us home. That's what you can negotiate on. You negotiated with USA to send some criminals home before we came home. That tells me how slow your thinking is right now. And I don't mean no disrespect. I really don't. But since you trying to come out the colonialism and you trying to take the world stage and you calling us to come home, please understand, we a different kind of African. But you already know this. But I'm going to tell you, Dr. Ericana, I heard her. I heard you. You said come home. If you don't, you won't have a home. This is your inheritance while they over there. They raping us over here. They sodomizing our black men in the entertainment industry. They laying our men out before our faces. We've been watching our men get decimated. It's bad enough to look back and see there's a white-only country in Africa. It makes me sick to my stomach. African Americans, when we get to Africa, all y'all African leaders better hear us now. We don't play. We on their land, but when we get there, that ain't their land. And the leaders that's rising up in us, when we get home, we regulating on white people. And it ain't hate, it ain't racism, but that ain't your house. That ain't your home. Pay what you owe. The UN over there ain't not one African leader. You dang right. I like what Joshua Moponga said. We gonna run that too. We gonna have an African on that board. And it's gonna be one that got, Oh, I done traveled, baby. I done traveled. I ain't slow by no means. And I'm African American. You could call me African or you could call me African American. Okay? So, African leaders, please don't take no disrespect. But I'm going to tell you now, you looking at North America. Baby, the black women here, we've had to stand alone and hold it down. The women over here, we fight men. You looking at a whole country of Dahomey. I only got 6% Dahomey, Benin, and Togo in me. Only 6%, but that's all I needed. Please understand me what you're dealing with these women in North America. White people don't get their hands on Africa like that. They maneuvering, trying to get in Africa, trying to get some little roots. You don't get no roots. We uprooting that. And when we get home, you don't have no chance. That's to white people. Whether you from Europe, Britain, UK, Germany, North America, please understand. You get none. Pay what you owe. That's how I feel about that. You trying to dump criminals in our home before we even get there? Is you crazy? All y'all African leaders, while y'all sitting over there and King President Traoré. I'm calling you King Traoré. I'm calling you King Traoré. It's obvious. You got haters. But you got people that love you too. But this man over here in Kenya, do you think in your right mind that after watching all that we've watched in North America, and you watching it all the time, that I want to look back home where it's somewhere to run to? And I'm watching on the news, this president ain't saying nothing in Kenya, and these people getting shot and trying to be aggressive like over here in North America. We ain't playing that. Wake it up. We ain't playing that. We watch our man bend over. We watch him get on their knees. We hear about it. Just watch the whole Diddy trial. If you're unaware, watch the Diddy trial. Watch the video clip how they had that little white boy Justin Bieber. Did you not know? You see the change? They got all our men in prison. Are they gay? And they walking around proud about it. When I look to Africa, what do I see? Leaders who trying to have some power, who trying to make a name for themselves. And you think all the only Africans looking at you is in Africa, in your country? We all looking at you. We don't have time for your pride. Whatever money you think you want to get, the whole world looking at you and can see what you're doing with your money. You run to a whole nother other country and you don't care for your own. You hating on Abraham Traoré. Y'all need to bow down and humble yourself. Humble yourself before the Lord. Humble yourself before the Lord. Somebody needs to make sure all them leaders get this message. Because now that Africans and African Americans and diaspora is coming home. Now that diaspora is coming home, we not trying to take nothing over. We not trying to run nothing like that. But when it comes to driving the steering wheel, when it comes to dealing with North America and these white people, we can see a little bit quicker. We've been in a bed with them. The women and the men. Can you look at my skin color? We've been in a bed with them, and not willingly. To make money. To have more. While they're at home raping you. And you letting them dump criminals over there. And you letting them build a whites only town, acting like you gotta wait for their permission. They don't get no due process. You don't get no whites only town in Africa. Baby, believe me, when all us diaspora get there, it's gonna change. Oh, it's gonna change. And all them white people hollering they African because they born there, you's a lie. I'm telling you now. It's gonna change. And I have a heart attack and die the day I see a white president in Africa before an African American. Do you hear me? I hope you hear me. And I like some of the stuff I seen Dr. Omar Kumar saying the last couple of weeks. I'm like, yep, he said it. He said it. If we don't want to see white people, we shouldn't have to see they ass. I'm going home to Africa and I don't want to see they ass. That's how they roll. Not that we care, because we never wanted to see they ass. Hello? I'm glad a lot of Caucasian people are starting to wake up. Nothing personal, like nothing racist like that. I know, y'all working on yourself. Y'all working on changing things. Y'all working on doing things. But please be clear, y'all owe us. Some of y'all gonna feel like you don't. But hell, we built this. And truth be told, you'd be feeling some kind of way if we took this motherfucker over and put you out. Because we know we built this. You know we built this. But you still want to hold on and act like you ain't got no bill to pay and you don't want to pay it. Let me not pay a bill that I came to your business and got. You gonna slap it on my credit and you gonna still try to get it. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you the same thing you told black folks. Get past it. I ain't taking nothing from you. I ain't used nothing from you. I did pay you. I did pay you. I did pay you. Say I didn't. I did pay you. We learned that ignorant stuff from white people. Okay, y'all. Shoot. But that's how I feel about what they doing in Africa. That Mariposa, the other one that just signed that deal with Elon Musk, they just letting white people get their hands in. They can't give us time to heal. Their negotiation ain't even right. They ain't thinking about the diaspora. You letting immigrants and murderers come to our country. You letting them kill our country before we even get back home. Like you don't want it. Why is that man still over there and president in Kenya? Why are unworthy leaders still in those countries? All y'all African leaders. Y'all just sitting there looking at each other, just looking. And signing deals with the white man. Steady signing deals. Don't you think you ought to be talking to your diaspora? Hello? Because one thing for sure, who ain't finna let the white man get a foot and a foothold in it is the diaspora. I promise you that. Been in the bed with them too long. Whites only town? Huh? Make me want to come home and whip some of y'all's ass. But I would have thought y'all had enough of that the first 200 years ago. I'm so not trying to be disrespectful, but your decision making right now, y'all need to look at each other and figure out which one of them leaders don't need to be there and come up with some way. You hear me? King Traore. South Africa, why you need permission? That ain't theirs. I don't care what contract they think they signed, they think they got. You got a whole country of North American black women Dahomey. Straight up Dahomey. We've been Dahomey for a minute. Don't disrespect us in your decision making. Please. Do not disrespect us in your decision making. Please. Don't ask us to come home and then take criminals before you take your own. Don't ask us to come home you want us to pay for everything. You still on the white man time. We still paying for everything while they take. Is that what we doing still? You waking up, right? You waking up, right? So you waking up. Reverse it. Get your people home and heal your land first. Have a talk in your own house first. Hello? I hope y'all hear this, because I will be in Africa in November this year, and I'm not coming as a tourist. Y'all presidents, I've already contacted some of y'all's offices, 5 in particular. I got responses from 2. Hello. The only ones that got sense in that country that I see is the president of Namibia, that woman, Julius Malema. He on fire. Of course, Ibrahim Traore, Joshua Mupanga. The third, I believe, is the third on there. They talking right. And Dr. Ericana Chimbore, if I'm saying that right. So far, them the ones that got their head on tight. Them the ones that got their head on tight. Out of how many countries in Africa? You need to get with your diaspora. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. So, that's what it is, y'all. I'm out.